नमस्कार, आई एम बी.आर. नायडू।
तो वडोदरा में भाजपा के जेपी नड्डा जी स्पीच दे रहे होते हैं, तो उसी बीच में उनके Z+ सिक्योरिटी कमांडो काफी देर खड़े रहने की वजह से और डिस्कम्फर्ट की वजह से बेहोश हो जाते हैं।
Let me tell you a story that did not happen in some dark corner of India, but right in front of the stage, under the arc lights in Vadodara. There was an event happening, a big stage, big banners, big speeches. The National President of BJP, Mr. J.P. Nadda, stood at the center delivering his address. Crowds were watching, cameras were rolling, leaders were smiling for the photographs. And then something happened that should have shaken every person there. A security guard, a man who had been standing for hours in the heat, protecting the very leaders on that stage, collapsed. He fell right in front of the stage, not behind the curtains, not in a corner, right in front of them, in plain sight. The crowd gasped. People shouted for help. Some even tried to draw attention to the stage. But on the microphone, Mr. Nadda continued speaking as if nothing happened.
वहाँ पर कई सारे नेतागण स्टेज पर बैठे हुए थे और इवन जेपी नड्डा जी भी खुद स्पीच दे रहे थे। उन्होंने ये चीज देखी कि उनकी सिक्योरिटी का एक बंदा बेहोश हो गया है। उन्होंने वहाँ पर ध्यान नहीं दिया, उन्होंने अपनी स्पीच को कंटिन्यू रखा।
इसके लिए आपको बहुत बहुत बधाई। इन्हीं शब्दों के साथ मैं पुनः इस यात्रा को आगे बढ़ाने के लिए
As if the life of that poor man did not matter. As if a collapsing human being was less important than completing a political speech. And the other politicians on the stage, not a single one got up. Not a single leader walked down. Not one person, not even one, cared enough to pause the event and help the man who was lying unconscious on the ground. A guard who protected them, but they couldn't protect him. This is not a story about one incident. This is a story about attitude, about priorities, about humanity. If this is how leaders treat a man standing just a few feet away, how will they treat crores of common people who live hundreds of kilometers away from their power centers? If compassion doesn't come naturally, no amount of speeches can create it. If a human lying on the ground doesn't matter, what value will they give to your life, your job, your family, your struggles? This is exactly why Congress stands apart. Congress believes humanity comes before politics. A life comes before a speech. A citizen comes before applause. When Siddaramaiah stops his convoy to help a bleeding accident victim, when D.K. Shivkumar walks into flood-hit villages without cameras, when Rahul Gandhi sits with laborers, widows, farmers, students, it is not for votes. It is because Congress leaders are taught to be human first and politicians later. This is the difference. This is the choice. If the BJP's own leaders cannot pause a speech to save a life right before them, how can they ever assure the safety of 140 crore Indians?
Thank you for watching this video.